Hey guys, how's it going? It's XY97 here. Welcome back to another Scarlet and Violet Pokemon analysis. Today we're looking over the ghost-hating Salt Titan, Garganacl. Garganacl is a pure Rock-type Pokemon released in Generation 9 that has incredible new tools that help it be a defensive staple and competitive. Garganacl is the final evolution of a 3-stage line, beginning with Nacli, then Naclstack, and finally Garganacl. This thing's line is quite interesting, going from a super mushroom from Mario to a Minecraft mob and ending as a giant rock monster. Looking at Garganacl's stats, we see it's very well off in the bulk department. With a great HP stat of 100, an amazing defense stat of 130, and a decent 90 in special defense, Garganacl is going to need more than your average attack to be taken down. With the usable attack stat of 100, Garganacl isn't too weak, but considering its move pool, I don't recommend investing in it. Special attack being 45 makes it useless, and that speed stat is awful, but fear not, you didn't need it anyway. Getting into abilities, we see a very interesting new signature ability that makes this mon go from an average tank to an absolute wall. But before we get into that, let's look at the other two. Sturdy is an ability that prevents the Pokemon from being fainted by OHKO moves such as Sheer Cold, Fissure, etc. And also leaves the Pokemon with this ability on 1 HP for any move that would knock it out in one hit as long as the Pokemon with Sturdy is at full health. This ability can be very good, but it's outclassed by an ability we'll cover soon. Next is Garganacl's hidden ability, Clear Body, which could be weaker or stronger than Sturdy depending on your set. Clear Body prevents opposing Pokemon from lowering this mon's stat stages, which protects against debuff moves such as Lumina Crash, which lowers your special defense by 2. Lastly is Garganacl's signature ability and best one by far, Purifying Salt. This ability is just insane for a defensive Pokemon, and it's another Gen 9 ability that is not only unique but incredibly strong. Purifying Salt prevents this Pokemon from being statused, meaning any mon that hoped to take you out slowly with Toxic, Poison, or Burn is effectively walled. As if this wasn't good enough of an ability as is, it was decided that Purifying Salt should also reduce the damage of incoming Ghost-type attacks by half, effectively adding a new resistance to your type. It cannot be overstated just how great this ability is. Garganacl has great stats with a mediocre typing of Rock, which isn't the best defensively, so giving this mon an ability that adds a resistance and prevents status is well appreciated. Not to mention with Terrestrializing, Garganacl can become a type better suited for its role, like Steel, the best defensive type. But for Garganacl, I'd say the best Terra types are Flying and Ghost for different reasons. Flying is great to bait a ground type attack and get a free turn while losing resistances, while Ghost makes you only weak to Dark if you have Purifying Salt. It's interesting to note that this whole Ghost resistance is based on the myth that Salt can be used to repel evil spirits such as demons or ghosts, so since Garganacl is a giant salt creature, it should be resistant to Ghost. Next, let's go over Garganacl's signature move, Salt Cure. Salt Cure is a 40 base power rock type attack, which doesn't sound very viable on paper. When you look at the secondary effect, however, that idea changes. Salt Cure afflicts the target with an effect that deals 1/8 their maximum HP stat every turn unless they are a water or steel type, which in that case it does 1/4 of their max HP. This is a huge chunk of residual damage, especially if it's against a water or steel type, which is great because Rock just so happens to be weak to both of those types. This is all great, but Garganacl is also blessed with Iron Defense to become even bulkier by doubling its defense, and Recover to heal 50% of its max HP per use, making it very good at sticking around. Now let's take a look at Garganacl's dex entries. Scarlet's dex entry for Garganacl states, Garganacl will rub its fingertips together and sprinkle injured Pokemon with salt. Even severe wounds will promptly heal afterward. Violet's dex entry states, many Pokemon gather around Garganacl, hoping to lick at its mineral-rich salt. What it seems like here is Garganacl is some kind of ghost-repelling cleric salt golem that helps other Pokemon out when needed. I think this makes Garganacl look just that much more interesting and really adds personality to it. Overall, I feel like Garganacl has the potential to be one of the strongest defensive mons in Scarlet and Violet simply due to its great defensive move pool, amazing ability, and access to checks for its weaknesses. Also one of my new favorites of this generation for sure. And with that being said, that's really all for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe as it really helps out the channel. We're almost at 400 subscribers, which is a huge milestone for me. Thank you guys a million for the support. Sorry for how late this video was. I've been playing Scarlet and Violet a lot over the week, so I haven't made time to edit. With that, take care and have a good one.